What? He says, what are you looking at? So, what you're looking at, YouTube viewers, are two small kittens. No kidding, right? Where'd they come from? Where's Mom? Well, where they came from was our front lawn. Last night I went outside to take a look at the weather, and our full-grown cat was freaking out in the front lawn. So I went out there to see what it was she was freaking out about. And there were two black lumps. I couldn't tell what they were at a distance. And I came up to them. They were about 5 feet apart, just laying in the front lawn. And it turned out to be these little guys. I have no idea where they came from. Apparently somebody just dumped them, tossed them, abandoned them. Now the funny thing is, our front yard is fenced. So somebody had to make the effort of stopping and either throwing them, which I don't think, or placing them over the fence in our yard, because there's no way they could have gotten here by themselves. They are not injured. They were dirty and they smelled like beer, but they don't. Their eyes are clear. They don't have any wounds or any pests. They didn't have any fleas. One of them was laying on his side. I wasn't even sure if it was alive. I picked one up. First I bent over. I was like, what in the world? And I was like, oh my God, it's a kitten. So I picked it up. He was alive. He was screaming and squalling and kicking and trying. He didn't really want to be picked up. But so I brought him inside and I called out to my wife who was in the room. I said, honey, we've got a job. And she came out and said, what? Oh my, where'd it come from? You know, and all that. And I said, they were out front, and there's another one out there, but I don't know if that one's alive. Because the other one, and I really can't tell the two apart, but I think it was this one. We haven't named him yet. Just laying on his side, completely motionless. Now, it wasn't, they're not even particularly starved. They're well fed. They're definitely well fed. As a matter of fact, they're starting to eat solid food, but we got them the bottle and some formula just in case. But the one that's closest to the camera right here, this guy, he was just laying on his side. So we have, we are surrogate parents to a couple of kittens. I have no idea where these guys came from. I don't. They're a little too young to tell what their gender is. But they're good. They're good little kids. Like I said, they're healthy. They play. They groom. They're just starting solid food. They're kind of wobbly on their feet so far, but see, this box is a little bit tall for them. Well, here. There you go. I'll get this little guy out too. Come on. They can walk. I mean, they're not ready for a 50-yard dash. But they're okay on their feet. See? They're okay. For being dumped in the middle of the yard last night, they're doing pretty good. I mean, if I hadn't have gone out there, because usually I don't go out at that time of night, and it wasn't really that late. But usually we've got the house locked up and closed up and everything by the time I go out there. But I just happened to look outside instead of just opening the door and let our cat in. I happened to look out there, and she was really studying some knot in the ground. I thought it was a root sticking out of the ground. I was wondering, why is it so black? I've never seen those before. That's what brought me out. Now, if I hadn't have done that, or if our cat was already inside, it is entirely possible I wouldn't have found these guys by morning, and they may or may not have survived. Not that it was particularly cold, we're in Florida, but you never know. They are awful little. But they're in a good home now. He or she is eating. Found the cottage cheese. I know, cats are supposed to be lactose intolerant. And I gave him one little curd of cottage cheese to make sure he'd be able to keep it down earlier. I'm saying he, but I don't know. And he really likes cottage cheese. This guy here, or a girl, she's like, nah, I don't know about that stuff. But this guy, he was like, oh yeah, cottage cheese, oh yeah. Oh, now he's eating the formula soaked dry cat food. Wow. You're seeing this for the first time like I am. You knocked it off, dude. Here. Don't eat too much, you're gonna make yourself sick, dude. Or is he just licking the... I don't know what he's doing, but if he's putting something in his stomach, that's what matters. Here, look. Let me grab this little guy here. Look what your sibling is doing. He still doesn't get it. That's okay. I just bottle fed both of them about an hour and a half ago, so it's not like they're totally hungry. Or it's not like they haven't eaten at all. But this guy here, I mean, he's just like, oh, no, 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 I'll eat this, I'll eat it all. Okay, we're almost up to 10 minutes, which is longer than I actually expected to let this thing run. I just wanted to introduce you to our two new family members. So that's it. That's me. I'll show you my wife sometime. Yeah, I know that was real professional. Huh. What am I doing? Anyway, later. Thanks for watching.